It has been a bit, but we return to the championship cases series. Of course, we've been doing that. I think we've done 9 or 10. I looked back at those. But yes, today we will be doing Brad Keselowski. Sorry that I haven't been able to get back to him, but with the next gen car news, we talked about that for a couple days this week. I'm back taking classes again, so I got that too. So I'm not able to have as much free time, as much time to do these, but having time today, so we're going to do it today. Today we're going to talk about Brad Keselowski. Of course, the first round of the playoffs has begun. One race is already through, and we got another one tomorrow at Richmond. So yeah, these will get a little more, I guess, iffy as we go on, as we finish them up next week. But yes, today Brad Keselowski, he's actually above the cutoff line currently, I believe. Yes, so Keselowski, one win this season at Talladega Super Speedway. Has not been really a great Brad Keselowski year. Usually he has a couple wins going into the playoffs, ends up with 4 or 5 on the season. This year has not been that year. He's been pretty inconsistent. He's had some bad moments, but he is in the playoffs, and he currently is above the cutoff line by 12 points. Obviously, as I said, 1 win, 2 stage wins, so that's 7 playoff points to his name, I think. But overall, not the greatest season from Keselowski, but let's look at it. So going through the rest of the first round, we got Richmond and Bristol. Richmond, he is the defending winner at, and then Bristol, he's got a win at, and he's better at the 750 tracks. You know, you look at New Hampshire earlier this year, he did really good at. Last year, he did really good at the 750 tracks, winning at New Hampshire, winning at Richmond, Bristol. So he has done good at the 750 package tracks. He has won at both of the tracks remaining in the first round with the 750 package in, you know, the same setup format on concrete. Remember, Bristol had a dirt race this year. Well, last year, Brad won on the concrete. But the point being, Brad, I think he can get through this first round. It may be tough, but he cannot make any mistakes in this first round, the remaining of the first round. But if he does not make mistakes, he gets some stage points, he will advance. The second round will be more complicated. Las Vegas, he does have a few wins at, but he has not won there with the current 550 package. And then you got Talladega, where he won it at the spring. And then you've got the Charlotte Roval, where, of course, a couple of years ago, he triggered that giant crash in Turn 1 at the first ever Roval race. But, yeah, it's going to be a tough round for Brad Keselowski. The lack of playoff points is not going to help. He's going to be in a close cutoff spot, so he's going to need to get some playoff points. It's going to be tough, I know. Las Vegas, they got to do good there. I'm thinking top 10, maybe top 5, but they got to get stage points all race, try to build a gap to that cutoff line. Talladega is such a toss-up, and Keselowski's been pretty inconsistent at the super speedways. He's one of the best super speedway racers in NASCAR, but with this current package, he gets caught up in late race wrecks, something happens. But in the spring at Talladega, he was able to avoid everything. So if he can avoid everything and just win, that'd be great. Roval, I'm a little bit concerned about, so I'm not going to put him in a must-win, but I think he is going to have to do good at Las Vegas and Talladega. Top 5, top 10 runs at both those tracks, stage wins, but best chance of winning is Talladega for Brad. So let's say he does advance to the round of 8. Texas, Kansas, Martinsville. As I said, the 750 tracks have been his strength. Martinsville last year did pretty good there. Top 5 in, I believe, both races. But Kansas and Texas, those are completely different tracks, both mile and a half, but completely different. Brad Keselowski has never won at Texas Motor Speedway. Back in the summer, I guess it was the summer, at the All-Star race, yes, they ran a different package, but Brad finished runner-up to Kyle Larson. At Kansas, Brad has a win in the current package, the 550 package. And, yeah, so I think Martinsville's his best opportunity to win, and in this case, I think it is going to be a must-win. He doesn't have the playoff points. He's been extremely inconsistent this year. And Texas, I honestly don't... He's not consistent enough there for me to have faith in him. Kansas could be better. Could be top 5, top 10 maybe. You know, his teammate won this race last year. But I just don't have as much faith in I don't have as much faith in him there as I do at Martinsville. Texas, I have the least faith in. I don't think he can win there. Kansas, maybe, but Martinsville is his best shot. Martinsville, he's got a couple wins there in his career. He has done well there recently. Top fives, leading laps, being up front, getting stage points. Once again, stage points won't matter for him at this point because I think he will be in a must-win situation. But I think it's possible he can get it done. You know, on this channel, we talked about Martin Truex Jr., Chase Elliott, Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, other guys who could possibly win at Martinsville. And I think it's going to be a tall task for Brad Keselowski to beat these guys to get to the championship 4 at Martinsville. But for the sake of this video, he wins at Martinsville. He advances to the championship 4. Brad Keselowski is a NASCAR Cup Series champion. But he has not won under this format. He won in 2012 when they had the 10-race trace, the reset the points, and you did the last 10 races. This is the elimination system, and it's whoever finishes the highest. You know, obviously they could all crash in turn 1, and Keselowski could go on and win. But the thing about Brad is that he's done really well at this type of track as of recently. Last year he was really the favorite going into the championship race because of his past success in 2020 at New Hampshire, Richmond, which are the tracks most similar to Phoenix. Phoenix, there's nothing 100% similar to it. It's not like some of the mile-and-a-half tracks where they're super close twins almost, but Richmond and New Hampshire race similar to Phoenix, but they are still much different than Phoenix. Phoenix obviously has the dog leg on the front stretch, but, you know, it has a flatter 1, or I guess, yeah, that's 1 and 2 now, and then a more banked 3 and 4. So it is a very unique racetrack, and it's kind of hard to compare him to other tracks. But you know what? He's been good there. If he went to the championship race, he would be an underdog, yes, but he could get it done. He really could get it done. If they get the setup right, they get up front, they do well, it's possible. And Brad Keselowski could do it. So, in conclusion, I think he can get out of this first round. He cannot afford any mistakes, though, but he can get out of this first round. Second round could be a challenge. Could take a win, but if he puts good enough runs together at Las Vegas and Talladega, he could get through. Third round is probably going to be a must-win, and Martinsville is his best bet. And for the championship, they've been pretty good at those types of tracks, and, you know, maybe they can have some good luck. But, yes, that is it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a great rest of your day. We'll have another championship case video out in the morning, and if not then on Monday. But tomorrow night is the race. Crazy to think. We got a race tomorrow.